ever get the feeling you're being watched, imagine going about your daily life, living in a bustling college town, attending classes, hanging out with friends, just trying to enjoy the carefree life of a student. And then every time you turn around, you feel like someone's staring at you. You try to shake it off, but then you start noticing things, little things that make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Like when you're lying in bed at night, trying to sleep, you can hear the sound of footsteps pacing back and forth on the other side of the wall, dragging metal moans. Then you hear a voice, a raspy, guttural voice that seems to slither through the cracks in the walls, chanting words you don't understand. And when you finally fall asleep, you dream of a shadowy figure with hollow eyes standing at the foot of your bed, beckoning to you. If this sounds like a nightmare, it's because it is. It's all happening right now in room 428 of Wilson Hall, one of America's oldest campuses at Ohio University. Back in the 1970s, a student named John lived in room 428. He was a bit of a loner, but that's not unusual for a college student, right? What made John unusual was his obsession with the occult. His neighbors often heard strange chanting coming from his room late at night, along with the sound of furniture dragging across the floor and scratching on the walls. It sounded like he was performing some kind of dark ritual, but what did it mean? And what was he summoning? Then one night, John was found dead in his room under mysterious circumstances. The details were never released to the public, but rumors swirled around campus, scaring students even more than usual. They say when the door to room 428 was opened, a sulfurous stench filled the air, like the smell of a rotting corpse. When they looked inside, they found John lying on the floor in a pool of his own blood, his eyes wide and staring, his limbs contorted at unnatural angles. It was clear that whatever he had been summoning had turned on him. But was it a demon, a spirit, or something else entirely? Well, after John's death, the hauntings didn't stop. In fact, they got worse. Students began reporting seeing a shadowy figure, with hollow eyes standing at the foot of their beds at night. Objects would fly across the room and doors would slam shut with no one there. And then there were the mirrors. Students would wake up to find strange messages written on them, in what looked like blood. Only the writing was in a language they couldn't understand. It was clear that whatever was haunting Wilson Hall had claimed another victim, and this time it wasn't letting go. The activity became so violent that the university had no choice but to lock room 428 forever, and today it remains sealed, untouched, unentered, and avoided by students who still whisper about the curse that lingers within. So if you ever find yourself walking past Wilson Hall late at night, don't look too long at the door of room 428. They say if you do, something on the other side might be looking back. Thanks for watching. If you like this story, follow for more.